So this tool is going to combine the screen reader, dynamic text leveling, and translation tools all in one. By leveling the original English text, the translation is typically much easier to understand as well. So before using the translation tool, it's necessary for you to select your primary language. By default, Snap and Read is set for English, and you won't even have the option to use the tool. It's only when you open Options and select a different language for translation, you'll see the translation tool become active. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to right click or two-finger tap with a Chromebook and go to Options. And down here where it says Primary Language Translation, you see it's set for English. So one of my good friends speaks Hindi, so I'm going to go through and adjust the primary language to Hindi and get a little bit of his experience. There is already language translator installed in. Not all of the languages that are available on this list currently have a translation tool in there, so you're going to have to get to one that you can use. Now, you might want you to think a little bit about you selecting a voice. Now, if you're using a Chromebook, you're really set because you notice most of the options here begin with Google, and that will give you the most options. In this case, I'm using a Microsoft computer or Windows computer, so I'm really going to stick right now with Microsoft Voice, but it's not going to do as good of a job because it doesn't have the speaking engine here. But on a Chromebook, this works really slick. Okay, so I've got my primary language set for Hindi, and the translation is set up to use that translation tool. And for this, I'm just leaving this as English for right now. So, okay, so I'm going to go through, close that tab. I'm back to my skateboarding article again, and I'm going to turn on the Snap and Read Universal tool. Now you notice there's another tool here. This is the translator button. I'm going to go through and turn it on, and then I'm going to highlight some text. You'll notice that it has switched, translated it to this language of Hindu. And if I want to go through and have it read, I can click on the button and tap.
अपना पहला स्केटबोर्ड चुनना मैं अपना पहला कैसे चुनूं स्केटबोर्ड क्या आकार स्केटबोर्ड में खरीदना चाहिए वहां अलग तरह के ट्रक हैं पकड़ टेप क्या है.
So the text is being read in Hindi, the language that I selected. Now, it's not super great because I didn't have a text speaking engine that was optimized, but in the coming months and years, look for that to really improve and have a lot more languages in there. At this point, Spanish is in there, Russian is in there, several different languages that are popular with students here in the district are in there as well.